So Alex, EVS is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. Tell me how the company has evolved over this time and how it might continue to do so in the future.
30 years of evolution. I think where we started was with the EVS remote control that is very, very famous, and the blue box server that everyone knows us for. And the way our business has evolved is that's not really obviously the only thing we do now, and it plays a part in what we do. Still quite a major part of our sales and what we are known for. But as a company, we've evolved to be much more software driven. So having the software layers that surround that server. We've also grown through acquisition as well. So over the years we've acquired several companies. Most recently we acquired what is now Media Infrastructure. And that's really sort of expanded our growth into new markets, new potentials, and yeah, really new opportunities there. So that's really fascinating. It opens up really interesting sort of markets and opportunities to us. It's been interesting to go after sort of greenfield sites with new products, and I think we'll continue to evolve that way. We are in a growth path still. We still want to keep growing. We know that we want to do that organically through capturing more market share, for example, but also through entering new markets, perhaps with acquisitions or new product lines or something like that. So it's been fascinating. And 30 years at EVS, I've been there 17 years, 30 years at EVS. Having a lot of parties this year. We brewed our own beer, for example. We're a Belgian company. We're in Belgium today. We had to brew our own beer.
Fabulous.
And a really important thing for us is obviously celebrating with people. So celebrating not just with us, not just ourselves, but with customers, with partners, with clients, even with operators. There's people who've helped us grow throughout the years as well.
And we've got some big sporting events coming up in Europe over the summer too. Can you share how EVS is involved in these?
Yeah, well, you go back to 30 years. Sporting events is really how we've evolved through the years. They've been real key milestones for us, and this summer's no different. Obviously, there's a series of sports events across the summer. We've been traditionally involved in those. The nice thing is, sort of probably for the first time, our entire product portfolio is used in one way or another, whether it's media infrastructure, mediaception for asset management, or liveception for the replays. It's really sort of the whole breadth of the portfolio is in use there. You'll see Media Hub on our stand here. Media Hub starts to get used as content distribution platforms and so on. But it's not just European based this summer. Every year we're involved in big sports events in the US. We had the Super Bowl a couple of weeks ago, and every week it seems over there's a massive sports event, like a golf event or a motorsports event or something that we're involved in some way.
And you mentioned Media Hub there, which we've been talking about at the summit today. What benefits does this offer to content owners?
It's really sort of the content distribution platform that when we have sort of the asset management layer, when we're generating a lot of content through our video servers, when we're serving that content to production teams through our asset management mediaception layer, on top of that, we can put Media Hub really to focus on the content distribution. It can be SaaS-based to start with, so there's no sort of inherent buy-in of equipment. You can really spin things up and down very quickly. We can be very event-driven. If you're an event-driven customer, we can go through sort of event by event and offer services there. And then being SaaS-based and sort of cloud-hosted, we've got lots of integrations with third parties as well. So it really is just about getting as many people as possible access to that valuable content as fast as possible, really.
And we've also been talking about AI a lot today. How is EVS utilising this in its solutions, and how do you see it developing?
Yeah, so AI is a really interesting one. We have an innovation team that really focuses on looking 2 or 3 steps ahead and what we can implement with AI. Zebra's here today, the VAR solution that we have. It's FIFA certified for VAR and VOL, and the VOL, the virtual offside line, is sort of AI driven. So we use AI for the pitch detection. It saves a lot of time setting things up, walking around pitches with sticks and putting them in place. It's all about saving time. So that was, I think, the first implementation of AI that was productized, was that was used in the virtual offside line of Zebra. We've since productized Extra Motion, which uses AI to generate frames of video, and we'll keep going with more and more extra effects, which are along the same lines. We'll take video, we'll process it in some way with AI. We might start with things like shallow depth of field or sharpening. There's a whole bunch of features that we can do there that we can use AI for. So AI is a real driver for us, and we see it as really, really important going forward, that our focus is on AI enabling users, enabling operators. If they can do something with one press of a button that previously would take 4, 5, 6, that previously took more time, that's where we see a value, is unlocking creativity using AI, I would say.
That's great. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you very much.